Hello po. So today this is our alumni witness interview for LaSallian Studies 3 subjects. So the person our group will be interviewing today is, for me, I know her po as Ate Maine, but I will let her introduce herself po more formally. So hello po. If you could po introduce yourself, including po your name, ID number mo, so anong year po you graduated, your course, and your current work or occupation.
Okay, hi, I'm Maine Veneracion. I was ID number 109. I graduated 2013 with a degree in business management. Before it was actually CBE pa, College of Business and Entrepreneurship, but now I think it's College of Business na lang, COB. And then right now I am currently working as a designer. So I have my own creative studio called Studio Millimeters. So I'm a designer and producer. And then I'm also the design director and executive producer for a theater company called the Sandbox Collective. And then I also do marketing consultancy for different companies right now.
Okay, thank you po. So how would you say po, or how would you describe your DLSU experience to be?
Well, my LaSalle experience is super interesting because, well, first off, because of the location, it really helped me learn life skills, or it helped me learn to become independent because I'm an only child, and being an only child, it kind of entails na my parents, medyo hands-on sila, and they really didn't want to allow their only child who was female to commute from Pasig to Taft. But with the distance, parang hindi siya naging feasible for me to drive back and forth. So it really helped me learn how to commute. So that's number one, super important life skill. Number two, inside LaSalle, well, I think the experience there is, how do you call it? It's very varied. I just remember meeting a lot of different people from different schools and and colleges that I didn't even know existed here in the Philippines because I went to high school in Miriam, so in Katipunan. So medyo everyone that I knew went to the universities along that like in that area. So being in LaSalle really helped me meet other people who were in my circle. And then in terms of the actual education naman, well, we love the aircon. Just kidding. Um, Parang what I really appreciated with the LaSalle experience is it's very grounded on real life experience. It doesn't really quote unquote force you to immerse yourself in, in the real world, but they encourage that you learn life skills by finding real life opportunities to learn. Because yung pinakatumatak sa akin na subject was marketing two, where they encourage you to learn by doing things yourself. And in that case, parang I remember we were asked to sell products, like real life products, to be able to learn how to properly market something. And until now, I think it's something that um I still practice. If I want to if I want to learn something, I need to do it myself. Or if I have any mentees or any team members na medyo bata and I want them to learn something, I ask them to do it themselves so that they can experience and learn on their own. Yun yung tumatak sa akin with my LaSalle education.
Thank you po. If it's okay, could you po maybe elaborate po sa iyong career so that po the next question enhance my answer.
Like what I do in my career.
Like siguro the things that your tasks that you do every day, the things that you are able to accomplish.
Ah, well, for my job right now, it's super, super different or varied then. Since number one, I started as a designer, a graphic designer, and then I branched out to UI UX designer. So I design websites, I design graphic posters or any marketing materials. But I'm also a producer. So in the past, I produced multiple podcasts and shows and live streams na, especially during the pandemic. And I deal with a lot of like influencers, celebrities, when it comes to, like producing these things. And then for my marketing consultancy naman, I'm a strategist. So that means I do a bit of social listening, market studies, and then creating a marketing plan, from social media to out of home, and then even yung mga digital marketing placements, SEO and stuff. And then there's also the theater side, which I do marketing for, but I also produce theater production. So right now we are doing Little Shop of Horror. So my main responsibility there is to promote the show. That means designing posters, creating social media strategies, even like designing merch, creating systems on how to design merch or how to sell merch. Mga ganon. So it's super, super varied. It's hard for people to understand sometimes what I actually do. But let's just say na whatever it is na related to creatives and marketing, that is what I do.
So as with what you mentioned po kanina, would you say was it 4 years po ba na nasa DLSU ka po?
Yeah, because I failed a lot of subjects. Like I
Mhm.
failed accounting twice and then I failed three more subjects. So medyo na-delay ako ng todo. I nag-extend ako ng isang term, I think. But I graduated early 2013.
So would you say po na yung overall experiences mo while you were a DLSU student, whether positive or negative or inside or outside the classroom, would you say that it had an effect on the line of work that you've chosen to be in?
For sure. Kasi, well, I used to joke before na, parang I don't remember anything na pinag-aralan ko sa Lasal. But I think that's just me being a teenager. But now, looking back, a lot of the things that I do now, I learned it kasi it's business at the end of the day. Kasi if you think about it, my career now, it's not supposed to be related to business. Kasi a lot of my batchmates work corporate now. And I really don't work corporate. I'm a designer first. I'm a creative. I'm a visual person first. So, medyo malayo yung connection niya. But being in Lasal or my Lasallian education pushed me to become a creative even during college. And because of that inspiration that I had in college, parang yun yung nagpropel sa akin into my career now. Kasi quick background, I think it was Persef. I don't know if you have Persef pa now. Persef 2?
Is that pa sa course niyo specifically or parang GE?
Oh, basta like there's this one subject where they ask you to, parang they determine what career path is good for you and they teach you how to
We
make
have that.
resume.
I think lahat na ng subjects nowadays, so parang they updated na yung mga names ng subjects. Pero we have that essentially po.
Yeah. So that course, I was still in business, and then when they asked me what I wanted to do after college, I said I wanted to be a magazine editor. I mean I'm super different from the other my classmates, so ako yung nag-stand out. But that moment talaga helped me realize what I wanted to do. And like I think after just 2 weeks, I created my own magazine. I was 17 years old, and that magazine won an award and then helped me to land a job like after college, or actually even before college pa, in a graphic design, to do graphic design for a social entrepreneurship company, Rags to Riches. And then after that, parang I went to Philippine Star na. Tapos nagsunod-sunod na. And that's really the moment that I can remember that helped me launch my career. And I owe everything to that class, honestly. Kung nasan ako now, it's that class that helped me realize what I wanted to do.
I
So
think
thank
nowadays, that's sa amin, I think it's, if I'm matching the subjects correctly, I think sa amin we call that student affairs services now. Sa amin yun na tatlong trimester na essentially you have to attend mga seminars of different companies and then do mga tests to find out your perfect career, ganun.
yes, that's the one.
Okay po. So with those said po, would you say that in your career, yun po you said na very varied and you do malaki ang scope ng line of work mo. Would you say that you are able to demonstrate or exemplify any of the Lasallian core values, namely spirit of faith, zeal for service, and communion and mission in your line of work po?
Yeah, especially the last two. Kasi like as I mentioned before, when I like immediately or before graduating pa pala, I was already working as a graphic designer for Rags to Riches, and I specifically chose that company because they are a social entrepreneurship company that balances, business but also helping other people find a good living for themselves. So even the way I choose the companies that I work with or work for now, kailangan strong din yung sense of service and community nila, especially towards other people. So I think it's still something that I carry until now with the things that I do for my work.
I actually I stalked po yung Instagram niyo noon, and nakita ko po yung mga noon na post mo na may mga outreach programs and stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
So last question. With yung lahat ng school and work experiences that you've mentioned, do you have any advice maybe to, if you could maybe speak to yourself at the time, or maybe to young Lasallian students at the moment who are maybe about to enter into work? Do you have any advice given yung mga what you've learned na po so far?
I think my advice is for you to be able to learn something quickly and more in depth, you really have to do it yourself. Because for me, ayun nga, I'm a business student, but I feel like most of the things that I know that's directly related to my career, which is design, I learned it on my own, or I learned it on the side while I'm pursuing my degree. And at the end of the day, everything will go hand in hand, like in the future. And I'm super grateful that I still finished my schooling in LaSalle because at least now I have a degree that I can use if ever, for example, this creative business doesn't really fly. And I think my second advice is, even though you have like your own prospective career na and industry that you want to work on, I'm really just talking to my past self, but still try to finish your schooling like properly. Kasi medyo nag-lax ako honestly in school, but looking back, I wish I exerted more effort into achieving a higher grade, so that I have something to be proud of then with my, what do you call it? I don't even know what it's called. My grades, diba? So yun, just whatever you learn, it's so important. But at the end of the day, your diploma is still a physical evidence of your experience in life.
Thank you po for that, and our group thanks you po for giving your time in helping us learn po about your experiences as an alumnus po. Thank you po.
Thank you.